expats and travelers, I'm Kalie with Expats Everywhere, and today we are heading to try a Francesinha. We're in Braga, and we're going to do a comparison between Porto, their Francesinha, where it originated from, supposedly, and Braga, where they say they perfected it. And you know I love my Francesinhas, so let's see what Braga has to offer.
Personally, I think this is a crazy experiment because it's the dead of summer right now, and Francesinhas are kind of a cold weather dish. I mean, it'll warm you up, it'll fill you up, it's heavy in the stomach. So I don't know if it's a great idea to have this much food when it is this hot outside. 85 degrees right now, humid.
I think you can eat Francesinhas whenever. They're so good.
All right, so naturally this is gonna be an adventure. We have to walk about 30 minutes, 25, 30 minutes to get there. That's not a bad thing considering we're gonna be burning some calories before we consume a bunch of calories. Let's go.
While we're walking, we're going to break down how much we spent for 14 days in the northern region. We were in an Airbnb for 2 weeks, about 10 minutes walking to the downtown city center area, and we spent $1,045.13.
We cooked at home a lot, and we spent $325.92 on groceries.
Eating out, eating and drinking for the four of us was $367.69.
Getting into Braga and then also taking the bus to Guimarães and some Ubers around town, we spent a total of €139.50.
This is a long walk and it's hot, but this place is highly rated, so Josh says. So, it better be good.
Look, it wasn't just me that said it. Grace, a girl that we interviewed about living here in Braga, which you guys can check out that video in the description section below, she said it, and then also the internet said it. And we all know the internet can't lie.
We didn't actually spend any money on entertainment. We didn't go into anything or have to buy tickets for anything, so that was actually zero.
I think we just kind of made up the difference on eating and drinking out.
That was our entertainment.
That was entertainment, yeah.
We are still walking.
Utilities, we topped up our phones, so every 2 weeks we top up our phones €10, so 10 a piece is 20.
All right, so we are almost there. We have passed Taberna Belga 2. We're going for number 1, right? Like, we walked all this way. Let's go for number 1.
I guess.
Valencia's so hungry, she's eating.
Because this walk is so long. The Airbnb we stayed at did not have a washing machine, so we had to do laundry at a laundromat, and we spent €21 total for that.
So our grand total is €1,919.24, which actually breaks down to €137 per day for 4 adults. So we're not factoring in Valencia. And breaking it down even more, that is €34.27 per adult per day. Not bad.
Okay, new plan because number 1 was super busy, long line. Kind of weird because it looked like there was a lot of open seating, but they weren't seating people. So we're heading back to number 2, and we'll see how that goes. Look how fun. They have their own little glasses. So I just got a Portuguese beer. Josh is still thinking about what he wants.
Basic concentration.
Cheers. Thanks, man.
Okay, cheers. Cheers.
All right, so Kalie just asked me what's the difference between number 1 and number 2. Well, the difference is we're sitting down having beer. That's the difference, and that's what matters.
So we didn't record at number 1 because it was really busy. There was a lot going on, and Josh was not happy about the whole situation. But now we're here, and they're really nice. The staff's really nice. We sat down. We've got a good table, so I think he's happy now. And he does have his beer. But no super bock on the menu.
No, it's all good. The beers on the menu are
Nice.
very nice.
Look at this sauce. So I got the original and Josh got the one with beef. That would be the difference. Let's see. Apparently the sauce is what makes it very different to Porto. So we'll have to see how the sauce is. Here's the inside of the original.
So I went a bit fancy. I decided to get the kind of tender steak in mind because personally I'm not a Francesinha person. Because I think that oftentimes you get a lot of the cheaper meats that are used in it. But this guy right here, 13 euros, and it's got a good steak in it. So let's give it a go.
Cheers. The sauce is noticeably different.
Like butter. A little spicy.
Spice, that's the thing. That's the biggest difference. It's got some sort of little spiciness to it, which is good.
Like a buffalo sauce.
Maybe, yeah.
No, I don't think it's buffalo sauce.
I don't think it's a buffalo sauce, but it's got that little spice to it. I like it a lot.
I stand corrected. She's upset that we don't have any more of the Francesinha meat. We have had a lot of Francesinhas in Porto, and we're gonna have another one when we get back. So we've started with Braga, and they did well. This restaurant does well, and I think that you might find ones that aren't as good in other places, but if you're looking for a really good Francesinha in Braga, you wanna come here.
All right, so we're back here in Porto, and we are headed to the consensus #1 Francesinha here in the city, and that is Yuko Tavern. So we're going from one tavern to another tavern. We're gonna check out this Francesinha for you guys. Now, a little bit of a challenge is that it's a little after 2 o'clock. They close at 2:30. We can't walk there, so we've got to catch an Uber because somebody slept long again. Not gonna name names.
Not me.
All right, so let's check it out there.
We just got here and we need to hurry, so let's see if they'll actually serve us because we have about 5 minutes before they technically close. We made it just in time. We have to eat fast though, but people are still eating, so it should be okay. We put our order in right away. This area is actually a little outside of the city. It's a little further north of where we used to live, but we're excited to try it. You want some fries? Holy moly, and this looks good. I am ready to dig into it. actually really surprised how far out of the city it is, but it's one of the top rated. So you have to go there because meats are not all the same, and you can find francesinhas everywhere, but the quality of meat is something that you definitely want to note. So here, I thought that the meat quality was really good. They had different types and they were very tasty, and they just felt like they weren't just, I don't know, sitting around for quite a while. Some of them can kind of get that type of taste.
All right, so since we were so late on this, we didn't actually get to see the menu, but we asked if there were any other francesinhas that they had, and they said nope, there's just the one. Now here's what I'll say. This is kind of a bit of my verdict on this. That was a francesinha. That was a francesinha. That's like the traditional taste of what a francesinha should taste like. The thing that we had in Braga was amazing. That sauce is different though. It's not a francesinha sauce. It's something different. I prefer it. I prefer that Braga sauce compared to the one that we just had at Yuko, although the Yuko one is a francesinha sauce for Pete's sakes. Now, the meat, like Kalie said, is just simply better. The quality of meat and the variety, there was something smoky in there, a smoked meat. It was amazing. So to have that difference all in the same dish, it's incredible. So let's find out Kalie's verdict.
This is a really tough one because I agree with Josh. The sauce in Braga was amazing. It had a little bit of a kick to it, but it's not the traditional francesinha flavors. The one here is such a good quality francesinha. And like I was saying before, you can see them all over the place, but if you have one and you don't like the quality, try another place because you might be able to find one that you like that's actually better quality. So I will say I agree with Josh. The sauce in Braga is better. But I don't know if I can actually say the francesinha in Braga is better. I'm not gonna say it.
Classic Kalie, fence sitting. If I'm gonna choose between the two dishes, I'm gonna go with Belga.
Boo!
So you're Yuko. You gotta,
I want
name
the
one.
francesinha here in Porto with the sauce of Braga. That's
No,
what
you
I
can't
want.
do that. No. Which one is it?
Okay.
Which one's better?
I'm gonna have to go with Braga too because of that sauce. The sauce was something special. Seems like Josh chooses the places that are the furthest away from where we're staying, as this is a long walk back.
Well, this is a decent rule of thumb. You'll a lot of times have these touristy restaurants in the city center that are okay, but they're not the best places to eat. The best places to eat are in these local communities. So the same in Braga. We had to walk a bit. We had to earn our meal. Here we have to do the same. So I don't think there's any difference.
We're burning it off.
Burn, baby, burn.